Alright, we have some bad news. Warner Brothers is phasing out DVDs and Blu-rays next year, question mark. Now, as many of you know, as many of you probably have DVDs in your home because of your parents or because of your own nature, or just because you're not crazy and you have to have some sort of physical media in your house at all times, then you're probably as confused and shocked and a little angry as I am, so let's read. Animation historian Jerry Beck claims that Warner Brothers is gearing up to transition away from the physical media business. Those who enjoy physical media might be suffering quite the blow next year. According to animation historian Jerry Beck, Warner Brothers will begin to phase out DVD and Blu-ray releases beginning in 2022. This means that future movies and TV shows will likely not be released physically, with the focus shifting to streaming, specifically HBO Max. That paragraph alone just pisses me off. Oh my god. You have such things as The Wizard of Oz, The Goonies, The Shining, Seven, all this other stuff. And I guess it won't be available for physical media, like no DVD, Blu-ray, 4K purchase? That's insane. I'm not going to buy something digital unless it's not available physically. The news began circulating on Twitter recently. While Jerry Beck hasn't tweeted from his personal account in some time, some screenshots from what appeared to be a Facebook group recently made the rounds. In the screen caps, Beck says that Warner Brothers has no plans to commemorate some landmark anniversaries in the world of animation next year, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Oh no. As of now, there are no plans to commemorate Daffy or Tweety's anniversaries next year or ever. The company is slowly transitioning away from physical media. There are no plans from any classic cartoons on DVD or Blu-ray that I know of, except for one project we are in the middle of, which may come out later this year or not. Anything is possible, but we'll just have to wait and see. Jerry Beck is not directly associated with Warner Brothers, but is considered to be a trusted insider in this area. He is a legitimate historian and has quite a bit of credibility, so while this isn't coming directly from the horse's mouth, it is certainly worth paying attention to. Speaking further, he elaborated, saying the following. It includes both Warner Archive and regular Warner Home Video. You'll still see some new releases from both during the rest of 2021, but those were planned out last year. Next year, 2022, is when this year's changes will be felt. Yes, the Tex Avery set sold well enough for the low-overhead archive collection division, but in the big picture, it's peanuts, and the focus over there is now on streaming HBO Max. It is worth noting that Jerry Beck specializes in animation, and he could be speaking more specifically about that arena. In any case, the shift away from physical media with attention turned toward streaming makes sense. As much as many movie buffs will still love Blu-rays, the market has been shrinking for years. It's a niche market, relatively speaking. Streaming, meanwhile, is viewed as the future of entertainment and represents possible billions in reliable monthly revenue. Okay, sure. This is also important as companies like Apple and Amazon are currently facing lawsuits in regards to digital movie and TV purchases. These purchases aren't so much owned as they are rented for as long as the company decides to carry out these titles on platforms like iTunes. With that in mind, Blu-rays and more recently 4K Ultra HD releases carry a lot of value for those who want to ensure they can watch certain movies indefinitely. Granted, this would, at worst, just be Warner Brothers, but it would be easy to see Disney and other studios follow suit in order to double down on streaming. You can check out the screenshots as shared by the Pang Twitter account for yourself. Get any Warner Brother DVD Blu-rays while you can. According to this guy who regularly works with Warner Archive, their boutique DVD service Warner will begin to exit the market in 2022. Now, that's a lot to unpack. We're going to bookmark it, first of all, because this is important in everything movies. Now, you can say what you want. You can say that, yes, digital media is by far the future, because for one thing, you can just purchase it. It's a one-time thing, and you have it. However, if your internet goes out and you want to purchase something, you're not able to go onto that platform, HBO Max, Amazon Prime, Amazon in general, things like that. You won't be able to purchase your movie until you get internet. Or if you're in a situation where you're not able to get digital media and you can only get physical media, let's say you have a DVD player, or when I was a kid I had a fat PlayStation 2. That was probably one of the best DVD players ever. Now I'm pissed. I'm royally pissed, all right? I love physical media. If Warner Brothers is going to do this, then unfortunately, I'm not going to buy any more Warner Brothers DVDs. Yes, it is a bit of a stretch. I'm probably going to go back on my word that I just made. because I do have such, I have the Goonies, I have Gremlins 1 and 2. I think I have Goodfellas. I mean, DVDs and Blu-rays, hell, even 4K, those are one of the best inventions, one of the best terms of home media out there. I mean, I've talked about this before, how I didn't have the opportunity to have Blu-ray back then, like when I was a kid. But now that I have it, I love it. And 4K is just, I haven't even scratched that surface yet because it's a little expensive, but it's just ridiculous. Like, Warner Brothers, you fucking stupid. That's all I want to say. I did see this little article. I don't care about the Mortal Kombat movie. I like the video games, but meh. I do hope Daredevil returns, but you know what? That's for a different video. We're not going to talk about that. But yeah, hopefully Warner Brothers decide, they come to the conclusion that this is going to be a mistake, but I don't know. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.